All right, what's going on, everyone? I hope you're having a great day. We've got a bunch of cool products here that we're gonna go over in today's video. All these are from Megabass. A lot of these are gonna be brand new to the store, as well as some restock. So guys, stay tuned. Before we hop into the video, guys, let me say big thank you to everyone that is subscribed to the channel. We just hit 1,000 subscribers, and you know, y'all are super amazing. We got to 1,000, and the next goal is gonna be 2,000. We have a giveaway going on right now on our social media, Instagram and Facebook, so go check it out. Come win a hat, a couple cool baits from some of the top selling baits that we've had in the past year here. So one big one's going to be the Megabass sleeper gill. We've got some Slick Baits Hell Bugs, Armstrong Outfitters swim jig, evergreen shower blow, a bunch of awesome stuff on there. So I'm going to link that stuff down below, so go check it out. And we're going to go ahead and hop into some of these Megabass baits right here. Actually, before we do that, we actually have a couple Orochi rods here. These things are going up on sale here in just a little bit, so stay tuned for that. But we do have them on the site right now, and then keep checking in and you'll see them go up on sale for a little bit off. Now we've got 3 in stock right now. We've got the Orochi Whip Snake, which is the spinning rod. This guy here is 6'11", and this is a 3 power, I believe. Yep, 3 power. And you know, this rod is great for a lot of different things. You can throw moving baits on it. Tim really likes throwing a IXI shad on it. So the IXI shad, for those of y'all who don't know, is like a very finesse crankbait. You can really throw this in tight places with a 6'11". It's a great Nico rig rod. It's gonna be a great all-around rod for multi-purpose stuff. I personally haven't fished one of these, but from what I hear, that you can do a whole lot of different techniques on it. I think one great technique against that Nico rig, another one is any form of moving bait, like shallowish moving bait. This rod has a good amount of backbone, not a lot, you know, it's a 3 power, but it has a good parabolic bend all the way through the rod, especially with the softer tip section here. Next up is going to be the launcher. So instead of 6'11", this guy here is 7'11", and this is a 6 power F6, and this is going to be a deep cranking rod. This is actually a 2-piece rod. It comes apart at the handle, so any big crankbaits like 6XD, 8XD, Big M's, 300 DDs from 6 cents, you know, all those are gonna be great on this rod here. The rod is super, super sensitive. It's a very light rod, and this is just a beautiful rod in and of itself. You know, I love the 2-piece design. You can break it down a little bit. You know, 8-foot rods aren't the easiest to fit in rod lockers. You kind of have to like squish them in there, and it bends the rod a little bit. So, you know, taking the handle off, taking 1.5 feet off the back end definitely helps you out. So the launchers here, Orochi, and finally we have the Orochi Braillist, and this is a 7'5" rod, and this is a 5.5 power. This is going to be a great moving rod for heavier stuff like chatterbaits and stuff like that, 1/2 ounce and up. I would also say that this is going to be a good, very good bottom contact rod when it comes to like shaky heads, light jigs, finesse jigs especially. This rod has a lot more backbone than most of the stuff in the Orochi lineup. And you know, it's very just medium heavy. So just kind of 5.5, just straight medium heavy for those of you who don't keep up with Orochi's or Megabass's rating system. But those are all great rods, and let's go ahead and hop into some baits now, all right? All right, so I've got a whole basket full of stuff here, and we're gonna go over kind of some of the brand new baits in just a little bit, but let's go ahead and talk about some restocks. So I know a lot of y'all have been wondering where the sleeper cross went. You know, it was such a hot thing for about 2-3 weeks, and now all of a sudden you can't find sleeper cross anywhere. But we finally got some in. This is from our backstock order, and we have 2 colors right now. We don't have a wide variety of colors right now. They're still extremely sold out, even in Japan. So right now we've got the Moby, and this is M-O-E-B-I. And this kind of here, it's going to be almost like a very, very light green pumpkin with red flake. This one's a really good one for around pretty clean water. You know, if you're fishing smallmouth, I highly suggest this one. It's not very dark or intrusive and doesn't put off you know, too much color. It doesn't stand out too much. So if you're fishing like sand bottom or gravel bottom, this is gonna be a great one. It blends in very well, and I think, you know, matching the, not just matching the hatch, but matching the surrounding habitat is also very important. And next up is one of the hottest ones that you're gonna find out there, and this is Uchida Craw. This is going to be kind of a darker scuppernong green pumpkin color with black flake, red flake, blue flake. It's got a bunch of different color flakes in it, but Uchida has been a very hard one to find, so we do have some in stock. So you can find all these at lakeprotackle.com, and we definitely want you to head over there. All our prices are gonna be extremely competitive, if the same, if not a little less than some of the big box stores, online stores. But you can order online. You can get free shipping for orders over $50. And let's go ahead and hop into some other soft baits here. So we did get a big restock of mag drafts. John Shin is going to be doing a seminar here at the shop in person. If you want to find out more about this seminar, it's $50. And if you want to find out like time-specific stuff, head over to his Facebook page. I'll link that down below as well. He's got a Facebook group chat called Big Bass Blessings. When we did a YouTube video with him a little bit ago about the Arma joint, I shouted it out, and you can also find the link over there. But his goal is to catch the biggest bass, whether it's from a kayak, from the shore, or from a boat. And he highly specializes in finding fish on kayaks and bank fishing. He catches multiple 5-pound smallmouth each week out of Lake Texoma. And you know, a 5-pound smallmouth is a giant smallmouth, first off, especially here in Texas. But you know, he catches some massive fish out there on Texoma, and he's gonna be doing a big baits masterclass for big bass here at the shop. So if you want more information on that, head over to the link below or head over to the other video about the Arma joints. We've got some mag drafts in stock, and we have the regular 6-inch, the 8-inch, and we also have freestyles now in stock and restocked. So some of the new colors, or I guess not new colors, IU is actually a new color for the shop here. It's gonna be kind of like a like teal green back, and it's gonna have a pretty clear underbelly here. It's got a little flake in it with a white puff at the bottom and a chartreuse puff on the cheek there. Next up is going to be this one here. This is Ghost Shad, and this is solid. So this was actually one of the special colors that came out during the Classic, and it is back in stock on the website. So if you're looking for one of these special colors, go check it out, lakeprotackle.com. And we have a bunch of 8 inches in stock as well, whiteback shad, MB shad, or MB sexy shad, whatever it is. And then we have some freestyles here. This is MB gizzard. It's a great gizzard shad looking bait. It's got the little scales on top, dark back, going into a pink body here. And you know, these are great on beast hooks and stuff like that. So go check them out, 2 in a pack, and we're super excited to get those in. All right, next up, we're gonna start with the smallest baits and then work our way to the biggest baits. So originally we didn't have a lot of 110 juniors, and now we have, I think, 5 or 6 different colors in. And one special one, we saved this one just for someone special. Check it out. Can you guess what color it is? We have one spawn cherry left in box, unopened, and someone, if you hurry over to the website when this video goes up, maybe you can find it. We just put it in stock. We had this saved in the back, and I guess we messed up with the inventory when we put them up, but we do have one left. So if you're lucky, you can go get that one. You're not paying extremely crazy resale value. You're still getting the $24.99. So let's move on here. Going up in size, we have brand new color in Vision 110. Now this is going to be one of my favorite colors actually. I'm surprised it took us this long to get it into the shop. Now I fish a lot of IU colors from Japan. Now this one is not a JDM color, however this is going to be very similar to my go-to color. So this is Sexy IU, and what's great about this bait, it's a great bait fish color overall. And for Texas water where we have like glass minnows and stuff, you can see on the back there, it is a very olive back. It's got a little blue tint on it right below it, and then it goes into a bait fish silver/white, and then on the underbelly, we have a almost like rainbow hologram design there. So Sexy IU is a brand new color in the 110, and I'm super excited about it. You can, again, check it out, lakeprotackle.com. We've got a couple new colors there, but I'm gonna keep those secret, so go check them out for yourself. Next up, we have a bunch of new colors and a brand new bait. So go see if you can guess what these are here. These are going to be 110 Max LBOs. Now what's cool about the 110 Max LBOs, it's a little bit bigger profile than something like the 110. It's also a little bit bigger than something like the Ito Shiner. A little bit taller, a little bit longer, and definitely puts off a whole lot more action in the water. So what's cool about these again is that it's a bigger presence in the water and it has the LBO system in it. So the LBO system, for those of you who don't know, I'm gonna hold these hooks so they don't rattle around when I do this. But you can hear that big old weight in it. It's gonna be a like half-ounce weight sliding back and forth in there, and it allows you to cast this lure extremely, extremely far. So the big difference between this and the Shiner is the Shiner has a different bill. So the Shiner you can really hit super hard. This 110 max LBO you can still hit pretty hard, except you're not going to have to do that. You can still twitch this one in a very finesse manner. If you're, right now especially, as those big gizzard shad and stuff are done spawning, you can catch a ton of big fish that are hunting for those big gizzard shads with the 110 max LBO. So we got these in, I believe, 6 different colors. Yeah, 6 different colors. Let me go down the list here, get that one back in there. But starting off, we've got Stain Reaction, GP Stain Reaction. Let me actually do that for y'all. GP Stain Reaction. We have Tennessee Shad right there, standard Tennessee Shad. We have this one here, and this is going to be, what is this one? MB Gizzard, there we go. MB Gizzard's another one of my favorite ones, especially in super clear water. Has a little bit of like an orange tint to it, or it's not orange, sorry, reddish pink tint to it. Next up, we've got this one here, and this is PM Ghost IU. So this is gonna have a lot more yellow in it. So if you're fishing tannic water, this is a great one. Your bait fish are gonna have a little bit of like a yellow tint to them in tannic water. So PM IU, Ghost IU, very see-through bait. This one here is going to be Megabass Sexy Shad. So you know, Megabass Sexy Shad's a little bit different from like American Sexy Shad. Megabass Sexy Shad is going to be more of like a chrome slash like silvery color on it. So that right there, super, super cool. And then finally, we have this one here, and this is Sexy French Pearl. So instead of the clear body, you're gonna have more of, or sorry, instead of more of that matte body, you're gonna have a clear body in this Sexy French Pearl. You can see through it a lot easier, but that right there is great for clear water as well, especially on cloudy days. All right, the final 2 baits that we have here today are going to be in the same family, just different colors, and we have these Canadas in. So this one here is going to be the GP Megabass Sexy Shad. Let me bring it out here. And this is much bigger than the LBO, like much, much bigger than that LBO. And then of course, much, much, much bigger than like a 110 or a 110 Junior. But this Canada here is gonna be great for fishing over like expansive grass flat areas, big points and stuff like that. This Canada is massive, but this is what Brandon Polinick was using on Santee Cooper, where he almost won actually, fishing for some spawning fish, just working it into their beds and catching them like that. So this one here doesn't have your LBO system in it, but it's such a heavy bait, you shouldn't have any issue throwing it out there. This is actually gonna be a great bait to cast on that braylist. Braylist, you know, is 7.5, definitely get this bait going down there. And this is a slow float bait. So even as you work it, it's just gonna kind of slowly float up depending on your line size. Now something like this, 12 pound is gonna be where I'm starting. I'm still not at the point where I like throwing real small line on stuff like this. Like even a Shiner, I'm gonna throw 12 most of the time. It's just safe for me, especially around all the stuff that I fish, you know, like dock cables and just like metal rebar stuff. 12 pound is just really safe, comfort zone for me. Typically, if it's clear water like Texoma or something where I don't have anything to really hit other than rocks, 10 pounds perfectly fine. But this Canada, I'm probably gonna start at 12. If I am fishing around that dirty, just real nasty stuff, I'm gonna go to 14 or 15, and I might even throw it on braid just to get a little bit more snap, straight connection to the bait. So we have it in that color there. We also have Wagon Hasu, which is an awesome looking color. You know, you see these in a couple different baits, but this color here is super, super cool. I can bring it out of the package for y'all. But we're super excited to get these in. These baits here have, I believe they're size 2 hooks on them. So a pretty meaty hook right there. Super, super cool, guys. Check that out. It's one of my favorite colors, and you know, these baits here, pretty see-through. When you hold them up to the light, you can see through them pretty well, so definitely want to check these out, lakeprotackle.com, guys. You know, a couple more things, guys. We're seeing a ton of online orders come through. I definitely want to thank y'all for all the support we're seeing online. We're getting up some, I guess, kind of like trading card things with me and Tim on them. So if you do place an order in the next probably month or so, and after that, there's gonna be little, like almost like trading cards. They're gonna be like handwritten notes from us with a picture and stuff like that. So you can treat them like trading cards. There's probably gonna be about 10 different pictures on them. So go check those out and expect those pretty soon. I think it's gonna be a really cool thing that we're doing. And we really appreciate all the orders. So if you haven't already, go check out the giveaway on our social media, Instagram and Facebook. It's a super awesome giveaway, free to enter, guys. All you have to do is be following us on social media and then comment down below and tag one of your buddies to get you entered. So guys, we're gonna be doing that drawing on Monday of next week, and it should be super awesome, 10 o'clock Central Standard Time. Thank you so much for watching. We will catch you next time.